Well, New Delhi and Taipei are ramping up trade talks, which could bring a $7.5 billion semiconductor factory to India by the end of the year. This could become another flashpoint between New Delhi and Beijing as relations remain tense. The two are still dealing with a border dispute sparked last year in the Himalayan region of Ladakh. Neha Punya has more.
Media reports suggest India and Taiwan are in talks over an agreement that could help address New Delhi's domestic chip shortage. As per a Bloomberg report, officials in New Delhi and Taipei have met in recent weeks to discuss a deal that would help bring a chip plant to India, expected to be worth $7.5 billion. It will help supply chips for everything from 5G devices to electric cars. India is now reportedly scouting possible locations for this plant. The government has promised tax breaks, tariff reductions, as well as a commitment to provide 50% of the capital expenditure needed by 2023. Currently, India imports all of its semiconductors, but demand is expected to quadruple to $100 billion by 2025. Now, as a new entrant to this field, India has been aggressively wooing companies that make semiconductors, urging them to set up shop here. Earlier this year, the government confirmed it was in touch with 20 firms and was mulling incentives for the sector as well. Mr. Modi discussed this last week with CEOs of American firms, and the issue reportedly also came up in the first ever in-person summit of Quad leaders, where India, US, Australia and Japan agreed to secure supply chains for semiconductors, a move aimed at containing China's influence in the sector. The deal with Taiwan could be, reports suggest, a precursor to a larger, more expansive trade pact between the two countries. CNA reached out to officials in the Indian Commerce Ministry, but there was no response. This marks a significant shift in how India is choosing to engage with countries in Southeast Asia in the aftermath of the border standoff with Beijing. While Taiwan has long pursued India, New Delhi has been hesitant about openly engaging with Taipei. Experts say because it was worried about angering Beijing, which claims the island country as part of its own territory. But now it appears that hesitance and reticence may be a thing of the past. Neha Punya, CNA, New Delhi.